Class 7th. Subject English. Lesson 12. Hachiko, the world's most loyal dog. Let us read the story. Hachiko, the world's most loyal dog. Hachiko, the world's most loyal dog. Hachiko, the dog was more than just a pet. He was a true companion. He was very loyal and faithful. Every day, Hachiko would greet his human friend, his master, a routine the faithful dog kept, even after his owner's death. A golden brown of Akita breed, Hachiko was born on November 10, 1923 in a farm in Japan. In 1924, Professor Hachiburo Ueno adopted Hachiko and brought him to live with him in Shibuya, a small town in the neighborhood of Tokyo. Professor Hachiburo Ueno taught in the agriculture department of Tokyo Imperial University. Every morning the professor would walk to the Shibuya railway station and Hachiko would also go with him to see his master take the train work. After finishing the day's classes, the professor would take the train back and return to the station at 3 p.m. Hachiko would reach the station and wait for the professor and accompany him on his walk back to his home. The pair followed the same routine every day. Every day Hachiko would be there to receive the master at the same time. The master and Hachiko kept this schedule until one sad day in May 1925. Professor Ueno suffered a sudden brain hemorrhage while teaching and passed away. That day, Hachiko showed up at 3 p.m. as usual, but his beloved master never came back. Hachiko returned the next day at the same time, hoping that Ueno would be there to meet him. Of course, the professor did not return, but his loyal Hachiko never gave up hope. Hachiko was at Shibuya Station the next day again at 3 p.m., then the day after, and the day after that. Soon, the lonely dog began to draw the attention of the other passengers. At first, the station workers not friendly with the dog, but after some time, people started looking out for him. Even the station employees would bring food and treats for the devoted dog and sometimes sit and keep him company. The days turned into weeks, then months, then years, and Hachiko returned each day to wait. His presence made a great impression on the local people of Shibuya and for them he became a symbol of loyalty and faith, a hero. One of Professor Ueno's former students, Hirokichi Saito, was an expert on the Akita breed of dogs. He came to know of Hachiko and his routine. He decided to take the train to Shibuya to see if Hachiko would still be waiting. When Saito arrived at the station, he saw Hachiko there waiting for his master. He wiped a tear from his cheek. He waited for Hachiko to make the next move. After a long wait, Hachiko stood up and went from there. Saito followed the dog from the station to the home of Ueno's former gardener, Kuzaburo Kobayashi, who had adopted Hachiko, but Hachiko waited only for Ueno. For nearly a decade, after his master passed away, the dog continued to show up at the same spot every day until Hachiko died at the age of 11 on March 08, 1935. The dog became a symbol of loyalty in Japan and now for the world. As a mark of respect and affection for the loyal dog, people started calling Hachiko Chukan Hachiko, which means Hachiko the faithful dog. In the memory of Hachiko, statues have been built in Shibuya and one at the place where he always met his master when Ueno came back from work. Hachiko's body has been preserved in the museum. Yes, you can still meet Hachiko if you go to Japan.